The CIA down the Soviet cargo plane carrying Nova 6. It went down in Laos. Our SOC team went in.
What happened?
I keep hearing the fucking numbers!
What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today what I have for you guys is potentially my last Call of Duty 2020 update video before we finally get some official marketing from either Activision or Treyarch. Today we're going to be breaking down some new information about the PlayStation State of Play event, where presumably Call of Duty 2020 gameplay will be shown at. We'll also be talking about the beginning of Warzone Season 5, which may actually have that tie-in to Black Ops 2020 that we've all been waiting for. Before we jump into that, I want to let you guys know that tonight's video is sponsored by Damned Mods. They offer some very reliable Modern Warfare services for PS4, PC, and Xbox through the safest methods with quick delivery times. They're trusted by thousands of customers, and you can use discount code dkdynamite to save 10% off your order. They offer some great Damascus services for any weapons that you want within Warzone. Their link is down below in the description if you guys are interested. But back to Call of Duty 2020, we have a tweet from David Vonderhaar, who went ahead and said, "Happy birthday to M Shadows from the official Avenged Sevenfold. The only guy I know who gets more when's the next release comments than me." And Avenged Sevenfold's official Twitter then quote tweeted that and said, "Thanks, Von, but for real, when's the trailer reveal?" So if you thought the community was impatient for some official marketing for Black Ops 2020, Avenged Sevenfold is also a bit impatient. But also as a reminder, I likely won't be streaming this Sunday since I will be live on Tuesday, August 4th for the official Activision investors call, and then I may be live even the day after that with the beginning of Warzone Season 5. That's if we get a direct tie-in to Call of Duty 2020. I'm not the biggest fan of Modern Warfare, but once we start getting that Black Ops crossover inside of Warzone, you'll definitely see more Warzone streams here on the channel, and I'll of course be live when that Nuke Live event finally happens. Remember when I told you guys that we actually heard information from various sources that apparently Black Ops 2020 will finally premiere some gameplay during the PlayStation State of Play event, and that's supposed to be on August 6th? Well, somebody by the name of Jeff Grubb, who's apparently a verified insider, actually went ahead and confirmed that yes, the PlayStation State of Play event is at some point in between August 5th through the 11th. He actually posted an image of what appears to be a breakdown of what's happening in the gaming world in the month of August, and there's of course a gap in between August 5th and 11th, so I think the 6th is still a plausible release date for this event. However, there were rumors that Sony apparently has some type of music event happening on the 6th, so they may end up pushing back the State of Play event by a couple of days or so, but the event itself is still happening towards the beginning of August, which I'm excited about. And I'm also curious if during the Activision investors call is when we might actually hear about the PlayStation State of Play event, and whether Activision's like, hey, you know, we do have some small marketing and teasers coming to Warzone, and then we'll get an official global reveal during a big event from PlayStation. So I'm curious if they'll talk anything about that, or if it'll just be a huge surprise once the PlayStation event does finally happen. But I'm excited nonetheless, and if that 4chan leak from a couple of days ago is legit, then we're not just getting one, but two reveal trailers for Black Ops 2020, and you know, the reveal is long overdue, so the more the merrier. I think that's fair enough, right? And as it says on the 4chan leak, as we went over a couple of days ago, it says Black Ops Vietnam, and we know Black Ops Vietnam is absolutely a codename for the game, but by this point, Black Ops Cold War is like 99% going to be the title of the game. We saw that image from the Doritos leak. You know, I personally heard Black Ops Cold War was the title before any major outlets even covered it, so we've been hearing that for a long time. As to why other codenames are still being used is still unknown, although I still think there's a very slim chance the game could just be called Black Ops, thanks to that splash screen leak we got not too long ago with the new Black Ops logo. I have a recreated version of that on screen in case you guys forgot, but it does say Black Ops Vietnam reveal trailer, PS4, PS5, 3 minutes and 5 seconds. So that's pretty long for a reveal trailer, right? Usually they're a bit shorter, but again, I'm really happy with, you know, a 3-minute, 5-second trailer if this is the case. I mean, there's a lot they could show in that. You know, presumably it's a story trailer, so they'll probably go into a little bit of detail as to how the game's a soft reboot, or how the game takes place in a parallel universe next to the original Black Ops. They could even throw in some Modern Warfare stuff in there, right? With how the game will serve essentially as a prequel to the new Modern Warfare reboot, since we know Warzone will bridge bridge the gap between both franchises. You know, both series now will be crossed over, which is exciting. We know Zakayev is considered to be a Cold War hero, so there's a lot they could do with crossing over both stories here. You could definitely see some Warzone footage in the actual story trailer. Now, I'm not saying the 4chan leak is absolutely real. I mean, it really could be, but in all honesty, if it really was truly fake, wouldn't they have just put Black Ops Cold War as a title of the Call of Duty, considering the Doritos leak that just came out not too long ago? Again, maybe the person that actually came up with the 4chan leak doesn't know anything about COD. You know, maybe they heard, you know, various whispers about Black Ops Vietnam and decided to go with that title for their fake list. Or, you know, there's the possibility that Black Ops Vietnam is the code name they're either using for the sake of the event, or is actually the title of the game, which could surprise us. You never know. But it then says Black Ops Vietnam multiplayer gameplay trailer, which is 2 minutes 45 seconds, also for PS4 and PS5. Again, it gets me really excited. Obviously, zombies isn't listed on here. Maybe there could be a zombies teaser in the actual story reveal trailer. But again, I think seeing a multiplayer trailer, it needs to happen, right? And if there's a beta, you know, if there is going to be one at all, right, a multiplayer beta, now would be the time to reveal, hey, pre-order now, get access to the private beta or something. Now would be the time to do it. I think if the game is launching at some point at the end of October, early November, you gotta announce something at this point. Maybe they could even shock us and show us the collector's edition for the game. That would be a pleasant surprise, right? I'm sure the collector's edition is going to be dependent on what direction it takes zombies this time around. You know, with Black Ops 3 we had the Juggernaut mini fridge, with Black Ops 4 we had the Chaos mystery box. I really wonder what they could do this time around. But moving on to Warzone Season 5, as I've said many times before, they could very easily shock us and have some COD 2020 tie-in right when Season 5 starts. But based on the marketing we've gotten thus far for it, I really don't think it's going to happen, at least on August 5th. But I would love to be wrong about that. I mean, looking at the teasers so far, we've got a couple of clips sent to YouTubers. Seems like it's just centered around the stadium with how a bomb's going to go off. Not the giant nuke from Bunker 11, so that's something separate. But yeah, the stadium will be accessible. Birch will be the main operator. We know that from the files for Season 5. There's that. And then we also have the pretty lackluster story trailer we got the other day about the Shadow Company that's coming to Verdansk. And I believe General Shepard is narrating a part of that, which is cool. So Shepard is coming back. The Shadow Company was, of course, the unit that he ran back in the original Modern Warfare 2, which is cool and all, but I just wonder what that's leading towards, right? It seems like Season 5, at least at the start, is centered all around that Modern Warfare lore, relying on that Modern Warfare 2 nostalgia, focusing on that, and maybe deeper into the season, at least a couple weeks in, so we'll finally get Woods as an operator, the Numbers live event, the nuke. I'm just ready for that stuff, right? I'm not too interested in the new Modern Warfare lore. I never thought a reboot was really necessary to Modern Warfare. I feel like the trilogy itself was so solid on its own feet, but if the reboot was necessary just to ensure a crossover with Black Ops for the future, then I'm totally down for it. I'll give it a chance, but we'll see what ends up happening with it. But the big thing is about the AN94, which is something that I actually reported on quite some time ago, right? An iconic Black Ops assault rifle is making its way over into Warzone. The Galil already did, even though it doesn't really look much like it. I mean, you can create a class and customize the attachments to make it look similar to the Black Ops Galil, but it's not quite the same weapon, if you know what I mean. I have a video on that, which I'll link down below in the description, but the AN94 was already seen in the promo art for Season 5, and it looks fairly on point with how we're used to the AN94 in, you know, the Black Ops franchise. I mean, it was in Black Ops 2 originally, came back to Black Ops 3 in the form of the KVK, and was imported again into Black Ops 4. We're used to it by this point. I'm looking forward to it. It is, of course, a modern rifle by this point in time in the real world, even though it's considered a futuristic rifle in the Black Ops universe. So I'm wondering if that's a pure coincidence, right? Is the AN94 getting added in because Season 5 is, of course, going to have COD 2020 tie-ins and marketing? Or are they just like, hey, we want to just add the AN94 into the game because it is a modern rifle that fits with Modern Warfare? I'm really wondering what that's about, because the Galil, when that was added in, it kind of was just there. We knew it was the Galil thanks to, you know, information from the files, but there was nothing else that was Black Ops related that was really put into the game to make it feel like it was a part of that marketing. But we'll just have to wait and see. I'm looking forward to the AN94. If you guys want to see a video on just that rifle, I will gladly make one here for the channel when Season 5 does drop. But again, I'm not sure if I'm going to stream Season 5 when it starts, because again, not too interested in the actual season. I mean, nothing looks really shocking or worth playing. The operations, or the seasons I should say, don't really have a theme going for them, whereas the ones for Blackout did, and it just made them so much more enjoyable. But like I said before, once the COD 2020 tie-ins do begin is when I'll probably give more of a fuck about Modern Warfare going forward. But let me know what you think of all this down below in the comment section. This has been DK Dynamite. As reported by an Activision promotional email, Warzone Season 4 ends while Season 5 starts exactly at August 4th at 11 p.m. Pacific time. So that's about August 5th at 2 a.m. Eastern time. So that's going to be really interesting. But we'll have to wait and see exactly what happens with the beginning of the season. I would love some surprises, but I'm sure the Activision Investors Call and the PlayStation State of Play event will clarify how we're going to be seeing marketing for COD 2020. I would love to see it right at the beginning of Season 5, but I'm just really looking forward to the live event because I'm hoping it's not underwhelming. But that is about it. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everyone.